Hello. So for today we're going to do a bit of a measuring lesson. So some of you might have used one of these before. Who can tell me what one of those is called? Yeah, it's a ruler. So rulers are used for lots of different things. In the classroom so far we've used them for drawing lines to then write on, or for making borders, or for different arts and crafts. But you also use them for measuring things, to see how long something is, how wide something is. Before we use a ruler today, we are going to measure with things from your house that are all the same size. So you might have got maybe lots of pens that are the same size as each other. So you could measure to see how many pens tall things are, or how many pens long things are. Or you might have counters or buttons. Maybe you've got lots of buttons that are the same size as each other. So you could measure something, lay something down in front of you and see how many buttons it takes to see how long it is. I, though, today am going to use this Lego. So I've got lots of Lego, the same size. You can't measure with all the different size pieces. So lots of Lego of the same size piece. And I'm going to have a go at measuring to see how many Lego pieces my things are. Okay, so it's measuring length first of all, and length is how long something is. So India and Oscar are going to help today. They're sat over here giving them away this morning, you two. So India, what are you measuring with?
Bricks.
Can you show your bricks? Just show two of them. So India's measuring with the small square pieces of brick, and Oscar, what are you measuring with? What shape are those ones?
8.
The 8 pieces, what shape are they? Are they squares?
Rectangles.
They're rectangles, but because they're 3D, they are called
Cuboid.
cuboids, whereas India's using the cube versions. So they've both got a pen to start with, so could you get your pens, you two? And they're going to measure to see how long they are. So they're going to put their pen right down on the table, right in front of them. And then they're going to keep it steady, Oscar. Then they're going to get their bricks and see how many bricks it takes until they get from one side of the pen to the other side of the pen. So they've got to make sure the pen is really steady. And they've got to make sure the brick goes right to the end and right to the start. They can't start halfway in the middle. So when they've got going, I'll bring the camera a little bit closer. So can you see Oscar started it right at the beginning there. I wonder who's going to use the most bricks and the least bricks, because they're different size bricks, aren't they? Let's see India's, because her hand's still moving. So Oscar, you finished yours. How many bricks long is your pen?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5. So Oscar's pen is 5 Lego bricks long. And India, how many Lego bricks long is yours?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9.5.
Oh, India's is 9.5. Don't worry about your halves if you're not ready for that yet. Go for the nearest one. So that was either 9 or 10, because it doesn't quite fit, does it? So it'd be 9 and a little bit, but India knew that was a half from that size brick there. So she's got 9.5 bricks, and Oscar's was 5 bricks long. Next we're going to try with something else. So let's see what I can give them this time. So move your bricks to the side, you two. We don't want those bricks anymore. This time you're going to measure the length of... Oh, so you're going to have the green transformer. Does he have a name? Okay. And India, you're going to measure the car. So keep it flat down there. Oscar, how many do you think it's going to be? India, predict first. Predict. How many do you think? Is it going to...
10.
You think about 10? So you think a bit longer than last time. Do you really think it's going to be 100 of those bricks, Oscar? So you have a think. How many do you think? What's your guess?
10.
You think 10? Okay, so you get going. See if that's 10 bricks long or not.
1, 2, 3.
Was it 10, Oscar?
No.
So let's have a look. So it was 3 bricks long. So was that smaller or longer then? Shorter or longer than your pen? Smaller, because the last one, the pen took 4, didn't it? And how about yours, India?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7. So was that longer or shorter than the pen? Shorter, because the pen was 9.5, wasn't it? So it's shorter. Are you ready for something really long?
Yeah.
Okay, pass me those ones back. Move your bricks to the side. And this time we're going to measure. India, I want you to measure. Ooh, this prize could be yours. If you get it right with your estimate, then you win this, India, okay? Ooh, and Oscar, you're going to measure this one. So what is your guess for how long it is? How long it is, you don't want the length, okay? That'll be the height or the width. Can you give me the length? What's your estimate?
7, 8, 9.
So you think 9? Oscar's going for a 9. Go for it, Oscar. What do you think, India?
1, 2.
They're not really going to win it.
Think about 30.
You think about 30? Okay, let's see. Oh, which one are you doing? Are you doing the length? Yes, down there, that's fine. So you're going from there to do exactly the other side.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh, is yours 8, Oscar? It's your toy anyway. You do really get to keep it, I promise. So yours was 8 long. Could you just make those a little bit straighter, Oscar? They're a bit wonky. Rulers are always straight. They don't have a break in them. So yours was 8 long. So was that the longest thing you've measured today, Oscar, or the shortest?
Longest.
It was the longest, wasn't it? And it was 8 bricks long. So there's only 2 less than what you guessed. Because did you guess 10? Did you guess 10?
No.
What did you guess?
9.
Oh, so close, Oscar. Very close, but well done. And let's see if India's going to be right. Did you guess 30?
Yeah.
Let's see if India's going to be right. She's still going.
Are we going to do this today? We are going
1 minute.
to
Can you count them in 2s? That'll be quicker to count, won't it?
I can't really fit them on. Should I just take this one off?
Yeah, go.
2, 2, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 21.
21. So you weren't right. Don't worry, you do get to keep it. Here's your toy. 21. Good guess though, because it wasn't far off, was it? So 21 lengthwise for your bricks. Now we're going to have a go with the ruler. Okay? This is too easy. Okay? So let's have a go with the ruler. Take these away. So for a ruler, this is the most basic one in your packs, but also here's a real one. It's best if you're going to buy a ruler to buy one like this, which has just got the centimetres on it. Some rulers have got the centimetres, but then they've got 10 little lines to make the millimetres, and then underneath they've got the inches, and it's a bit too confusing. So if you are going to buy a ruler for the children, buy one with just the centimetres on, because it's really clear. So when we start with our ruler, we always start at the end. So whatever we're measuring, if I was going to measure my phone, feet down, Oscar, because you need to watch carefully so you get it right. When I start measuring, can I start there?
No.
No, where do I have to put my ruler?
At the bottom.
Right at the bottom. Can you see there? There's a bit of a glare on the window. So we go right the way, Oscar. Right the way to the bottom there. And we go all the way up. And when do I stop? When do I start to read?
When it gets to the top of
The top of the
phone.
ruler? Oh, the top of the phone. So I stop where the top of the phone is. And it's stopped on this number here. So what number is that there? Ooh. What number is that?
I don't know because I can't see it. 14!
14. So my phone is 14 centimetres long. Okay? We're going to have a go with you two having a turn. So there's your ruler, Oscar. I hope you were listening. And there's your ruler, India. Oscar, put your ruler down. And I would like you to measure the pens again. There's a pen and there's a pen. Let's see if they do it right. See if they were watching. So where do they have to start?
15, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 15 centimetres. 10, 11, 12,
Heard you, India.
14, 15.
So yeah, it's on 15, Oscar, but you didn't need to count them all because the ruler does the counting for you. All you needed to do was have a look where it stops. Where does the pen stop, Oscar?
15.
No, point with your finger. Where does the pen stop? So therefore, you just had to look at that. You didn't need to count from the beginning. You could have just read the number. Okay? Are you ready to measure something else?
Yep.
This time we are going to measure these books with the funny faces on. Okay? So there's your book. And they're square shaped, so it doesn't matter if you do the length or the width. Okay? So you measure those ones for me.
1.
Oh, remember, Oscar, you don't need to read the numbers. You just need to look where the book ends.
It's on 2 numbers on a line.
So where did it end in it, Oscar?
It's on 12.
12. It's not a 12. What number is that? Have a look at the number. Because a 12 is there, a 1 and a 2. It's the other way around, so it's
20?
20 what, though?
22.
Is it?
21.
21. Have a look at the number, not at my face.
21.
21.
Mine
Does it
is on
say?
a line.
Yeah, which means it's
21.
because it's within that range there, 21. Okay? So
You
it goes
don't
up
have the
to
same box.
21. If it'd been in that white section there, then it would be 22. Okay? Ready to measure something else?
Yeah.
Thanks, Oscar. Let's pop these away. This time we're going to measure the height of something. So, Oscar, you have got this robot, so you've got to measure how tall it is. And India, you're going to measure your crafty surprise box. So measure how tall it is. So Oscar's decided to lay his down. Let's see if he puts his ruler in the right place. Looks like he's just balancing it. Oh, good, he realised. It's hard to measure it, isn't it, Oscar?
12.
Yours is 12, is it? Let's see. Oh, I'm not sure it is, India, because where have you started with your ruler? You started with your ruler on 30.
20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20.
Have a look,
20,
Oscar.
20.
It would be 20, but have a look where you put your ruler at the bottom. It's hard to hold this at the same time. You keep sliding it. You're not meaning to, but you're sliding it. Why don't you just stand it up like it was meant to be stood up? There we go, and then
It's
you can
only
see.
just 19.
Yours is just into the 19, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, just into the 19. Check by standing it up and having a look along the side. Yeah, Oscar, you've got it. Let me hold your ruler steady. Put your transformer down. There we go. And how tall is it? Use your hand to put where the height of him is. Where does he stop? How tall is he? Okay.
18.
Which one are you pointing at?
18.
18, but I can't see because your finger's on it. 18. So 18 centimetres tall. 19 what? 19 what?
19 centimeters.
19 centimetres. So today your challenge is to go around the house with your ruler or with your shapes and to see how tall things are or how long things are or how wide things are. And I want you to write down the name or draw a picture of 5 of those things and then write what the centimetres or what the bricks long or what the counters long it was and send that to Evidence Me. Okay? And I look forward to seeing your measuring today. Have fun measuring. Bye!
Super.